Let me turn on music action with it. So this is going to work a little differently than our normal session. It's going to be a little bit more thematic, a little less about the, a little less about normally I will have a lot of, pictures and that sort of thing. That's not what this one's so much about. This one's more about, it's a little bit more storytell driven. So, with that, well, let's start. So, everyone has their characters, yada yada yada. I am just talking to stall for time because I'm an idiot. So we have Ander. How the fuck do you say your name, Caleb?
Alegdalo.
Alegdalo. Ander, Alegdalo, and Adeli.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. You three are the captains of this fine ship right here. The Fairwind. Okay. Your crew consists of, let me pull it up real quick, Falcon, Orpho, Bald, Blute, Krent, Eddie, Steady, Freddy, One Hand, Clamper, Flapper, Starboy, Lighter, Fraud, and Munstick.
Okay.
And if you need explanations on their names, don't worry. I'll help that later. Your ship is a mid-sized ship. You guys came across this by winning a bet with a troll.
Okay.
Don't ask why the troll had the ship in the first place, but all you know he was extremely wealthy and you still can't quite get the stench out of the ship.
Okay.
You have all embarked for different reasons of your own, but you three are business partners. There's yet one day, merchant by the name of Egdalin, I know, a little weird, stole your cargo, ripped you off in a deal.
Okay.
And now you guys are pretty much roaming the seas as pirates, trying to reclaim your lost treasure.
Okay.
So that brings us to our world map, for one. One of the few times. So, you gentlemen are... You guys are just sailing over on the coast, right over here.
Okay.
Your guys' mission, or you guys are free to do whatever you want. But right now, you're being hunted by Egdalon's men. He has also gotten the Optilian Empire to hunt you guys down.
Oh boy.
And now you guys are on your own. What do you guys do?
Okay.
So are we at land, you said, or?
No, you're on the open sea. You're on the open ocean.
Go to land, let's go here.
So you're gonna go to boring.
Yeah.
Yes, it sounds pretty boring, but we're going there anyways.
Okay. As you tie your sail, start heading inland. The seas are calm. As you start heading inland, and Falcon, the guy on the crow's nest, runs down to you. I've seen a ship on the northeast. It has black flags. I think we all know what this means.
Pirates. Okay.
But it was also engaged. There was another ship it appeared to be chasing after.
Okay.
Let's go help him out.
Gonna help him out. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Do it.
Alright.
Kill the pirate.
So how it works is going to be a little different than what you're used to. Ooh.
Okay.
Okay. I should have that better prepared. Gosh darn it. So your ship has a movement speed, and the other ships will obviously have a movement speed. If your ship takes too much damage, it will start to sink.
Okay.
You can order around. How many crew members do you have?
Wait, are you asking us or are you counting?
Sorry. I had to deal with something real quick. So yeah, so your ship has a certain amount of 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You have 15 crew members, okay? And there's 3 of you, so that makes 18 of you total on this ship. You have a certain amount of rations. I should have mentioned this before we actually start all this stuff. You have about 2 days worth of rations on your ship. If you'd mark that down in your character sheet, that's how much you have left.
Okay.
And that's basically what you can, how long you can stay out on the ocean without taking morale penalties, and you can do harsh rations, but that'll have effects and whatnot. Your speed, or the speed of your ship, is 2 knots.
Okay.
Which is about currently, it's pretty beat up. It's about 2 miles per hour, to put that in perspective. And you guys, there are no cannons, so you guys are pretty much down to ramming tactics, unless you can find cannons. Or just start throwing magic at people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Longbow people.
Oh boy.
Yeah, and so you have 15 crew members. They can be assigned to different tasks. Lookout, repairing the ship, 2 steering the ship, or 3 fighting. 4 fighting. Okay.
Okay.
They will do based off of. Okay, did you guys just see what we got in Discord?
Yeah.
Wait, hang on, let me see. Oh yeah, that one guy. This guy's new. He just popped in, and he wanted to announce that he's holding 2 tourneys that he wanted to invite us to.
Oh, nice.
So I told him to go ahead and post it up.
Should I play on my alt account and try to win that 25 buckaroonies?
That's right. Do it.
We could probably win.
Okay.
Yeah, you could do it.
Maybe. Okay. So, back to our adventure.
Yes.
Sorry. This is my first time doing sea, like this sort of sea combat shenaniganry, so
Right.
sorry if it takes a little more than normal. Okay. So, you guys have chosen, on your starboard side, you've chosen to head towards the pirates, okay? And so there will be ranged combat.
Hey everyone, this is Smoke, just butting in on the recording. I actually lost all sounds with Discord for about 6 minutes and 14 seconds, probably because I had to get pulled away and I had to switch to my phone, which obviously wasn't a part of the recording. So excuse the silence, I did edit it, and now we will pick up where the game continues.
Also, I need to change the music since we're now kind of in battle and not really like...
Yeah.
Just saying the music.
Did you roll for initiative?
Yeah, it didn't show up though because I don't have a token to select.
Adeli, you got 9.
Oh, okay. Okay, you can see that? Alright.
Yeah, I see that. I see all of yours. So, the first person to go is the ship and the crew.
What about Smoke? Does Smoke roll for
I
initiative?
rolled, yeah, I only got a 4.
Peanuts.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
Actually, no. What's your Adeli and Andrew? What's your Smoke and Shar and Kayla? What's your initiative modifiers? Sorry.
5.
5. 0. Okay, so it's actually going to go Kayla, the ship, Adeli, Ander as our order. Okay?
Okay.
So, Kalo, and you're up.
I'm gonna try this tar on the sails.
Okay, you take a bonus action, or you take your action to light an arrow again? and you fire at their sails with an arrow from 80 feet. And take your shot.
D8.
Woo!
Nice.
You hit. Okay, 1 second. I need to roll. Okay, you light one of their sails on fire. Or the central sail on fire. You also tear a giant hole through the tarp. You can definitely tell that if they were to try to move right now, they would have a bit of trouble steering.
Yeah. Okay.
Or at least moving with these sails. Okay. Excellent.
I got a great roll.
That brings us up to the ship. So the ship goes 40 meters closer. What did you guys have your men ordered to do? Or
So they're like 40 feet from us, right?
You're going towards them, and you're 40 feet away from their ship.
Have all the men loose their arrows.
All the men loose their arrows, yeah.
Okay. And then, so for each of you, I want you to roll 5 d20s.
All of us?
Each
All of you roll 5 d20s. Because you got 15 members.
Boom.
Did you want them like that?
That works. I know what hits and what doesn't. So you guys have 9 of the 10 arrows land on the opposing deck. 6 of the archers actually managed to hit a person. So each of you rolls 2 d6s. We'll average it out. Okay. You can see that 3 of the men on the pirate ship keel over dead.
Yes.
Alright.
Okay, that brings us up to... Whose turn is it? That brings us up to you, Shar. Adele.
Okay, can I make a perception check to look for the captain again?
Okay, make another perception check. Okay, you can see a captain dressed in black, or what appears to be a captain dressed in black with a hook on his left hand.
Alright.
And a patch on his right with an over-the-top hat, standing on the deck yelling at his men. You scallywags! Get down there and fight, maggots!
Okay,
And you can see they're preparing to... So you're going to magic missiles him?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You deal 19 or 14 damage to him.
Oh, yeah.
He takes them straight to the chest and yells back at you, "You'd have to do better than pinch me!"
Alright. Wait.
Okay,
So
and that brings us up to Smoke.
Ooh, okay. What can I do? I have a short bow. It can go about 80 feet. I guess I can try that, right?
Yeah.
Alright. I guess I'll let loose my short bow at, aiming towards that captain guy if he's visible to me as well.
Yeah. So 1 second. So quickly, as you approach, you can hear the sounds of battle intensify.
Okay. From the other two? From the ship that they were following?
From the ships, yeah. No, because they've pretty much rammed into this other ship right now, and they're kind of entangled in battle.
Okay.
And they're kind of like, fighting sort of deal. Okay?
Can we tell which people are the pirates?
You can
which
definitely
people
tell
are
which ones are the pirates. They've
Okay.
kind of got like, torn clothes, kind of got that scallywag sort of look.
Yeah, okay. So we can tell.
Scallywag.
Alright.
So should I roll a 20?
Yeah, you shoot at the captain who's taking 14 damage. Sure. Okay, that hits.
Alright.
What's your modifier, real quick?
It's +6 on that.
Yeah, I was pretty sure that it's gonna hit.
Hey, dude.
One.
Did you see I got diamond?
Oh, nice. I saw it now.
6 plus 3. It's gonna be 9 damage total.
You deal 9 damage to him. He takes it into his shoulder. He comes out just like roaring at you guys. Fire! He says to his, to a couple of men standing next to him. Okay. All 3 arrows plant themselves in your
See
deck,
the
but
rolls?
none of your... Can you see my rolls?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
13, 13, 10.
Yes.
Who's
Not good enough
who's
to hit any of
Rick?
you.
Just
If I'm
in-
correct.
No, yeah, I'm not.
Who's Rick?
Yeah.
I don't know, dude.
Rick is just some random guy who joined into our Discord and asked if he could post up about tournaments that he's holding.
Oh, okay. So just do it without asking.
Yeah, he just did it. He asked, and I said, "Yeah, go ahead." Here, I said, "Okay."
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Okay. That brings us back around to Kalo. Oh,
Yeah,
you guys are
alright,
within 40 feet now. So your ship's. Yeah, so next turn, your ship will ram the other ship.
Yeah. I'm gonna lose 2 arrows at that cat. Without...
Okay, without the fire? Perfect.
Yeah. Oh,
Just roll 1, please, from now on. But
okay.
18 plus 6 is a definite hit. 8 plus 6, you miss.
Okay, so I hit 1. And, so I'm gonna roll 1d8.
Deal 8
And
plus
it was...
your modifier? Or plus,
I forget if it was plus 3 or plus 5 for long.
It should be. I'm unsure. Can you? I'll check your character real quick.
Longbow. I don't have the longbow in my inventory.
It might be a +5 on longbow to the damage roll.
It should be most likely. Okay. You deal
That's fine.
13 damage to this guy.
Yeah.
He's looking pretty messed up. Oh. That brings us to the ship. The ship rams into the other ship. As Kalo takes his shots, everyone make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Okay, which is a 20, I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
Oh man.
Add my save. plus-
Yes, add your dex saving throw to it.
Same
Save
throws
is
with
+6 on that.
So Kalo,
Oh,
I'll let
totally.
you. So you have 12. You succeed. The only person who does not is Adeli.
Okay.
Yeah, my old bones.
So you get all of you feel like a crunch. Okay, other ship, and Adeli does not have the force, or none of you had the foresight to hold on to him.
Okay.
And Adeli, he stumbles and falls to the ground. Now you are prone. Okay,
Alright.
but you don't take any damage. Let me roll. The crew, on the other hand, was smart enough to brace for impact.
Yeah. Okay.
And so now you guys can have control of the crew. Would you like them to charge to the other ship or stay back?
Yeah, we tell them charge in, only attack the pirate.
The pirate?
Pirates.
Pirates. Okay. Hey, they do as you say. I'm going to be rolling for combat from now on. For your. Okay. Perfect. That brings us to Smoke. What lies before you? Your ship is rammed into the other ship. A hole has been opened on the deck of the other ship. Your men are flooding across. Actually, it's Deli's turn, my bad. Your men are flooding across. As the pirate captain, or some of the men been knocked prone. Fire is coming from the other ship, the ship that the pirates were attacking. What do you do?
To Delhi.
Yeah.
Can I fire bolts while I'm prone?
You would have to. That's an interesting question. I'm gonna say because you kind of have like rails around you, right? Your ship kind of has like guards, right? So you can't fall off.
Yeah.
That you would have to stand up, otherwise risk hitting your like rails.
Okay, I'll stand up. I only have one action, right? So that's all I can do.
No, that will be your movement action, I believe, right?
Oh, okay, yeah. Stand up, then firebolt.
What do you firebolt?
The nearest pirate. Help out.
Okay. Just any random pirate?
Yep.
I believe I'll be rolling against you for this. Okay, and you hit him for
That's 6.
6 damage. Oh, is that your damage right there?
I'm not sure. Is it
That should be the stats, I thought.
1d plus 4?
Yeah, then roll for damage.
7. What is it? D20.
Is that for your damage or is that for your attack roll?
I'm pretty sure I damaged him for 7, but I'm not sure. I just clicked on the spell.
Well, I thought that was for the attack. But okay. Oh, yeah, for damage it's 7.
Alright, that tells me.
So you deal 7 damage to the guy. The guy takes a fireball, so the fireball cast staggers down, dead.
Nice.
These guys are not particularly scary. That brings us up to Monsieur.
Me.
Yes, Monsieur you. Ander. Monsieur Ander.
The third or second Andrew. Let's see. Then I can run up to somebody and use my rapier on them, right? Just run up to one of the pirates in general.
So do you volt the
Oh yeah. Railings and shit. That's what we're talking
yeah, you're
about.
gonna just run across it, like just fucking leap across.
Yes, that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna just fucking leap across and
Okay.
attack
Do it.
somebody.
All right,
So
you do
I
it.
Roll d20 or?
No, I had your crit success. Like, I don't think it would be that hard. You're just jumping over the railings, not that far.
Right. So I just roll for my attack, right? My hit.
Yeah, so you run up to one of the like 5 or 6 pirates left on their deck and take a slash.
Right, with my rapier.
Roll a d20.
Plus my 6 on that.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be 15, I guess, total. Second
You hit. Roll for damage, yeah. Or if it's just the normal pirate you're attacking.
1d8 plus 3 is 10.
He goes down. Okay. That brings us up to the other guy's turn. 2 of the pirates, 2 of the remaining pirates rush towards Smoke, swinging their swords at you. I'm gonna need to know your AC real quick.
14.
Oh, 1 minute. There it is.
Both of them miss sloppily as they attack you. You notice several others getting up and start engaging the rest of your crew members. The pirate captain now rushes over, and actually vaults over onto your guys' ship and takes a swing at fucking complicated name guy, Alegdalo. Alegdalo, what's your AC?
We're still seeing your numbers. Are you doing that on purpose?
Fuck me. Well, that one's gonna hit. I'm pretty sure.
Who's this character? Kalos?
Yes. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Well, that's gonna be the damage. Yes, Kayla, your character. How much shit does it have? Can you see that one?
Kalos muted himself.
Alright, gentlemen. While he's coming back, let's give him a 5-10 minute break. Sorry.
No.
It's okay.
Sorry.
It happens. I'm gonna go smoke.
Sounds good. And misses.
Okay.
Okay. Before we do this, before I really get back into it, I want some shit battles.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, sounds good. Smoke, have you ever played
What?
Have you ever played Sid Meier's Pirates?
No, I haven't.
Okay,
That's
that's
okay.
what I was gonna base this off of.
I love it.
Yeah, that's kind of what the feel I want you guys to have.
Yeah, okay. Everybody's speaking gibberish. It's like...
Yeah.
Okay, I get what you mean.
I forgot about that. They're like, oh,
I remember... Oh my god. I actually remembered some of the phrases. Like, you could taunt a guy and you'd go like, "To Vern."
to
And
Vern.
it doesn't make any sense. So funny. And it's just like yelling it, and he has like the... Oh my god. It's so great.
Yeah. But that's the thing with this campaign is that there's, or the idea is that there's gonna be too much, how to put it? Too many scenes for me to be able to make maps for, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's alright.
That's why why I'm staying away from it, but we will have the map, the one big map,
Mhm.
is sort of my thinking.
I'm back.
Perfect.
Sweet.
Here's a better representation of what should be going on right now.
Okay, yeah.
Let me get that music back. If I can figure out how to get more audio files. Fuck you, audio files, I want more. I want more. I want it all. And I want it now. That's not the right one. Okay. I like this Celtic one. Okay. I love this. Alright, guys. So, Kalo, you just got hit, right? Have you
Yeah.
marked down the damage? That brings us back around to your turn. Kalo, the pirate captain in front of you. Your crew is battling in front of you. You are on your own ship with, Adeli.
Okay, so he's like...
Ander has gone over to the other ship, the one you rammed.
Okay.
What?
Brave little halfling.
So I can move and then attack, right?
You can, but you will draw an attack of opportunity unless you have something else you want to do.
Alright. I'm gonna do that and draw an attack.
Okay, attack of opportunity it is then. From the pirate captain.
And where I'm gonna move is I'm gonna climb up the sails so I can use my bow against him.
Okay, if you do that, your movement will be halved.
Okay.
But that's fine because you're climbing.
Yeah.
Okay, he misses his attack of opportunity. You run over 10 feet to the sails and then you climb 10 feet up. So
Okay.
your movement is up 30.
I'm gonna use my bow.
Okay?
I can use it twice, right? Still? Even...
Yes, I believe so. You shoot from the ropes.
Yeah, I should just shoot him. Try and kill him.
Okay, plus 6. You hit your first one. Roll for damage.
First, D8 plus 5, 10 on the
Okay.
first one. And then second one.
Now your second one. He takes an arrow. It looks pretty messed up. And then you shoot it and you hit the rope below you. You might want to fix that later.
Okay.
That brings us around to Adeli. Or no, that brings us to your ship. Your men are in combat, so it's less likely that they'll obey you. If you tell them to like run away, they'll incur attack of opportunities, and since they're in the heat of the moment, I will roll for them actually hearing you. You guys can, depending on your charisma, it will depend on if they listen to you. Okay? Or you could just just encourage them right now. What do you guys choose?
I encourage them.
Yeah, I think we should just encourage them.
Are you gonna
Fighting.
try? Okay, you guys have no control over the ship currently because all men are fighting.
Right.
Okay.
Adeli, it is your turn.
Okay.
You are standing a couple or about 10 feet away from the pirate captain.
Okay, I'm gonna roll 20 to see if my fireball hits. I looked it up. It's 10. It's a 10 damage.
Okay.
Fire, but it missed.
You miss.
I'm gonna back up. Just like
Okay. You back up towards the. So right now he's kind of like, he's a little past you, towards the end of your ship, a little closer to the mast. So if we were talking, he's like right here. Kalo or Adele, you're sort of like up here-ish, and Kalo's back here on the fucking mast, sort of deal.
Yeah.
Okay. So you could back up kind of towards the other ship, or you can kind of like, I don't know.
I'll run past, Captain and Kalo and go towards farther.
Do you maintain a distance so he does not get an attack of opportunity?
Yeah.
We're gonna say your guys' ship deck is 15 feet wide, and he's off kind of on the left-hand side.
All right. Cool.
Okay. So you run past him without incurring an attack of opportunity. You run behind the masts, I take it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Behind the mast and recharge.
Okay. You also noticed, just as battle context, that a couple of your men appear injured, but they're also slain, starting to rout the other pirates.
Okay.
Okay. That brings us to Smoke. Smoke, what do you do? There are no pirates within 5 feet of you.
Oh, there's not.
Or no, I forgot. There are a couple.
Yeah,
there are
they're
two.
they're like on me. Yeah, so I'm gonna strike one of the pirates, I guess, that's like right next to me with my
Okay.
rapier.
Okay, strike him.
Alright, roll 120 plus 6. It's 21
You hit him.
or 22. Alright, so
Roll for
it's
damage.
8d8 plus 3. So that's 5.
You deal 5 damage to him. He takes a slash across the chest, just groans a little, but is right back in your face, preparing to attack you.
Oh boy.
And that brings it back around to their turn. The pirates, the 2 pirates next to Smoke, take swings at him. What's your AC against Smoke?
14.
Both of them hit.
Oh man.
4,
44 damage.
10 damage in total. Okay. And then you notice off to the side, let me roll this. Your cabin boy, Starboy, takes an arrow to the chest and falls off the side of the ship. You are now down to 14 crew members.
Okay.
Starboy! I had a story planned out for him too if I hadn't rolled him. Damn it.
Hang on, guys, I'm being called away. I'll be back.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
No worries. We can still continue for a little bit then.
Yeah, go ahead.
That brings us up to Kalo. Kalo, you are on the mast in front of the pirate captain. No, isn't it the pirate captain's turn?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's his turn before yours. I remember that one. Sorry about that. He runs up, starts climbing up the mast after you, and takes a swing at you from below. And hits you for
That'd be a lot.
8 damage.
Okay.
You're pretty messed up, aren't you?
I mean, it's like
And you-
half health. It's still okay, but not for much longer.
And then he rolls another one and hits you for 5 damage.
Okay, I'm at 11 HP.
Okay, that brings us to Kalo, your turn.
Okay. How far can I jump from the mast?
You could try to make an athletics check and jump off of the mast. Remember, you're only about 10 feet up or so, and since he's below you, he won't incur an attack of opportunity if you keep going up. It'd be a little hard for him. You could try to jump off the side and go into the ocean,
Okay.
or you could jump off and
Land on the ship.
land on the ship. Yeah, or on your own ship because you're on your own ship right now, right?
Yeah.
What do you choose to do?
I'm gonna go all the way, the rest of the way up.
Okay, so you go all the way up.
Yeah.
So you're in like the crow's nest sort of
Yeah,
deal?
I'm like up, way up there, yeah.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try to shoot the
what's your
captain
movement,
down.
real quick? What's your movement? Because like you're 10 feet up. You've got 30-foot movement, so you can only go 15 feet up this thing. 15 more feet up in your turn.
Okay. What is my... I don't know what my move...
It should be 30. And this thing is about 40 feet tall, so you can only get about 25 feet up.
Getting, like, up
unless you
there,
dash.
So...
You can go 30 feet this turn and make it all the way up if you dash, but that will be your entire turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna go all the way up. I'm gonna...
Okay, so you dash and get all the way up. So you climb up into the crow's nest and stand there. Stand there.
Shout words of encouragement to my troop.
Go! Fight!
Trooper!
Okay. That brings us up to the crew. Crew continues to fight. You notice more that the pirates are almost entirely quelled on their own ship. Battle continues to rage on the other ship across the way. That brings us to Adeli. AKA Sharp.
Okay. Captain's still alive, right?
Yes, he's kind of on you. He's kind of on your mast. He's trying to.
Here, so...
Yeah, he's trying to. No, he's more like right here-ish. But yeah, he's climbing. He was climbing up after Kalo.
Okay, I'll roll for a hit.
Okay.
Well,
Okay. Roll for damage real quick. You hit your own mast,
Oh man.
and your mast takes 10 damage. Let me roll to see if it gets lit on fire. You are
What'd you hit
fortunate,
with?
and it.
Yes, no fire.
Yeah, no fire happens. You're doing your firebolt, right? Sorry.
Yeah, it's weird. It says the damage is 1d6 for fire, but sure.
I don't know. Well, we already know you missed with the one, and it's so bad. Okay, that brings us to turn. Damn it. So guys, so quickly while he's away, he's getting called.
Oh, there's wow.
That's the better roll, but it's too late.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure it was possible. Never mind. I should have saved it. Fuck.
But yeah. But so guys, so what would you guys like to see in this sort of like seafaring campaign?
I don't know. I kind of the way it's going right now. It's like...
Dragons, man.
Dragons? I was definitely going to include dragons at some point.
Because we don't have dungeons because we're on the ocean, so we need dragons.
I'd like to see kind of like world building, like the different like nations,
Factions, sort of
things
thing?
like that. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you would like factions. You would like, Char, you would like dragons because you kind of want more of like dungeon-esque fights occasionally.
Exactly. Yeah, you know what makes the game.
So what I was thinking that what could happen with that is that there could be like major ship battles. Like you guys become captains of sort of each of you become a captain of your own ship, or that you have like your head ship and you have like multiple other ones, or you're fighting multiple ships at once. I don't actually like the multiple ships idea because that would be too much like AI rolling.
Hard, man. Yeah.
You guys wouldn't be rolling enough, which is not what I want. So I'm not going to do that. We can say you have like backup ships or something, and maybe there's like a grand fight where there's a ton of different ships and you're just one. But I won't really focus on the rest of the battle.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. The other thing I was thinking is maybe you get pulled into like like kind of like a Siren's Call sort of deal, or maybe you find a mysterious island. All sorts of shit that could happen.
Pirates of the Caribbean style, like
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Pull you down.
Yeah. Oh, there's all sorts of ideas. Maybe you find a fucking sea turtle.
Hey everyone, this is Smoke again, getting another cut in here on the video. I do apologize. Apparently I was pulled away for dinner that night. You can hear that I already stepped away earlier in the recording. But where I'm cutting it now is basically where the silence kicked in because I switched over to my cell phone, realizing I was going to be away but didn't want to miss anything. So I was listening remotely from the kitchen as I worked on dinner for the family. But obviously there was no audio of any of us talking, so there's not really any point to having that in the video. So I'm going to be cutting the rest of it, and it'll pick up towards the end. We're about 20 minutes. I'm really sorry about all the missed action in this story one. My next recording should hopefully have more sound and not so much editing.
Straight to the tavern. Fuck! I knew this was gonna happen. Fine, we're doing this pirate style then. Do you go with either of your crew members, or like with anyone?
They stay there.
Okay.
Take care of the ship repairs.
So first off, before you go to port, or you're at port, your men will repair. You'll have to buy resources to repair the ship, but your men will also want some time off, and they may want to leave or, look for another ship, depending on morale. Okay, and I'll deal with morale. Don't worry.
Yeah, how's that
That'll be my
morale?
job. But currently morale's good. All of them want to stay on.
Well, that's good.
And you've
Can,
only lost one guy.
Could we just get slaves to run our ship?
You can get slaves to run your ship. A boring is a slave.
Free.
Yeah.
Yes.
Slaves, so we don't have to worry about.
You can, if you want, you can raid shorelines for slaves.
It's like Murloc slaves.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Run the ship. I mean, the three of us can do all the fighting.
Yeah.
If that's what you guys want to do, that's what you guys want to do.
Dirty work.
You guys can be straight up pirates. I don't. As I said, this is up to you. If you had
Guy
wanted,
is evil, so
yeah, if you guys had wanted to attack that other ship and take it over and steal all their goods, I would have been fine with it.
yeah.
That was the other thing I was
thinking about it.
contemplating. That's the other thing I was contemplating.
I was
Okay,
thinking
whatever.
about it, but I was like, we don't
Okay.
really have a decent.
So first off, Kayla, you're going to need to pay for the repairs before you go off to the tavern,
Oh, okay. Yes.
since you are the treasurer.
Okay, I'll do that. How much is it?
And Smoke, you're the one who's in charge of the ship. Is that Smoke or
What do you mean by in charge of the
guess-
ship? Just watching it, make sure it gets repaired?
what? No, I wanted one of you to be the ship's carpenter and one to be the ship's quartermaster.
Smoke should probably be the quartermaster.
Alright, I'm the quartermaster.
And Ellie
So Adeli, you are the carpenter of the ship, right?
takes
So
care of the ship. Yeah.
So unfortunately, at port, it will be your job to repair the ship. So you'll be on the ship while everyone's at port, unless otherwise specified.
Are you there, Smoke?
For
I'm
sure.
here.
I mean, Shard?
Sure. Yeah.
It says he's away. God damn it.
Oh,
Sure.
well, alright.
Okay. Well, his character is at the
ship.
ship or
Yeah.
while it's being repaired.
Yeah.
The
That's fine. Sorry. I
Oh,
was
okay, cool.
bad.
no worries. Fortunately for you, the traders, the ones from where was it? Rain's Point, offered to trade some of their wood to repair your ship as a thank you for saving them, or as part of
Okay.
and as part of your payment.
So it's
How many
cheaper.
accept?
Oh, great.
So how much gold do we need?
If you accept this, you'll need to give these people none.
And okay, so we don't pay any. Okay.
Yeah. So they pretty much trade some wood, or trade some of their valuables, their goods that they are going to cook with, to go or to repair your ship for you. Okay. Kalo, you're going to the tavern
Tech.
smoke.
Yep.
Ook, what do you do?
I look
Yes.
around to see if there's anybody that looks like they're sailors.
Okay. So you're going to
Recruitment, basically.
yes. You're going to a tavern near the port, though, right?
Yeah.
Yellow? Okay, so you're going kind of towards the one of the seedy ones. First, though, I wanted to ask Smoke. Smoke, what are you doing during this whole thing?
Well, I'm in charge of the crew, right? Is my basic quartermaster thing that I got to
Yes.
aware of.
Yes.
So what is my crew currently doing? We're just kind of waiting around, sitting by the ship. At the
So
moment?
they are. So they obviously want to go out and like explore the town. But you have the final say. There is also repairing that needs to be done. That sort of thing.
Yeah, we need men to do the repairing.
So you could have about, we'll say it takes half of them. You got 14 men, it'll take half of them, and the other 7 can do whatever you want. You could go on a posse sort of deal with them to the governor's office if you wanted. You do whatever you want.
All right.
Okay?
All right. Well,
I'm
gonna have half of them then stay and work on the ship, and then the other half are gonna follow me, and we're going to go about town looking at women.
Okay,
Right.
Back to Caleb. Caleb, you find the seediest, most sailor-esque tavern you can find.
Yeah, okay.
You see a rough, hardy-looking seaman standing by several long tables off to your right. In front of you, the bartender stands with his dirty rag cleaning a mug for a patron who no doubt will be drinking dirt instead of ale.
Gibberish. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. And a dark hooded man next to the fireplace.
Okay.
What do you do?
I ignore the hooded man, and I go to the sailors and say, "Hey, I love seamen."
Well, we love seamen.
And I'm a woman, so I can do that.
Okay.
Which one of the men
You're
steps?
a woman.
Yeah, I'm a woman character who's an elf.
One of the men steps forwards. Well, why don't we have a fine piece of accessory here?
And I just
What you looking for, my ma'am? Or my lady?
Say, look, do you want to join my ship's crew or not? We got lots of adventuring, lots of gold to find. What do you say?
Well, of course. Count us in.
All right.
And he takes him and 10 other of his men with him. So your crew is now up to 24.
Nice. Okay.
And I'll name these guys later for you.
Okay.
Unless you guys want to name them.
Pete 1 through. No, I'm just joking.
Pete 1 through 24.
Yeah.
We cut back to Char. Okay. Quickly.
Okay.
Char, you have the repairs underway. A man comes up to you on the side and says, "You've got a fine ship there, Sonny. Would you consider selling it to me for 200 gold pieces?"
Not interested.
So you're not looking to strand your partners. The man looks slightly disappointed.
How much is the ship? What's quality?
You could probably fetch around 200 gold pieces for it, maybe a little bit more. It's a little on the low end what he's offering you.
Yeah. Make it 400.
The man looks a little outraged.
The ship is enchanted.
The man looks at it while it's kind of like beat up and shit, right? Because it's still getting repaired. And is like, looks outraged. That's bullshit. I'll keep my gold, fine, sir.
I'll charm
and walks off.
I'm using charm.
Okay, you charm him.
He has to make a saving throw.
Oh my god.
He
succeeds.
You succeed.
We could probably buy a better ship with 400.
He will regard me as friendly acquaintance.
We can put all the crew on vacation.
He succeeds the saving throw.
Okay, alright.
Oh.
I just rolled for that.
400
Okay.
gold pieces.
There's also at the shipyard. You notice there's a market off to your left selling kind of goods and a dry dock to your right.
You need to buy us food.
Who?
Yeah, I'll go to the market and...
Okay. So it will cost about 5 gold pieces. So how I'm going to do this is that for every... It will...
Yeah.
So for every man you have, it will cost 0.1 gold pieces for a day's worth of rations. You currently have 1 day's worth of rations.
Okay.
So it would cost about
2.4 per day.
we're gonna round it to 2.5
Okay.
to make things easy for a day's worth of rations. So you can buy. So it costs 2.5 gold pieces for a day's worth of rations. How many days worth of rations do you buy at this market?
Kilo.
How
many? 5.
You buy 5 days worth.
5 days of rations. Yes.
I'd buy
Okay.
4 because that makes an even number.
4 days. Of
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys will have 5 days worth of rations after this. Okay.
And we have 40
we
left.
already have one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that
For
will
the
take.
entire ship altogether.
Nice.
That is for your ship. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So, Adele, you bring the sacks. You and some men that the merchant you bought the goods from take the sacks back to your ship and throw them in flour, salted mutton, that sort of shit, seafood, SeaTac, that sort of stuff. Okay. Back to Smoke.
Yes.
Smoke, you are wandering the city with 7 of your finest.
That's right.
What are you trying to do? Anything?
We're looking for women.
You're looking
Going
for
to
the women.
brothels.
Okay.
Raise the morale.
I'm keeping morale up there.
Okay. Hey. 1 second. I need to close the door for this next part.
It's about to get dirty in here, fellas. Sounds of fapping.
Okay. Well, first off, I need more music if I can fucking get it to work.
I want to see your peacock cup. I thought that's what you were going for.
No, I'm trying to add more music, but I'm having a. Oh, I just have to double click it. That makes things so much easier. They don't have a brothel sound.
To the yard. Now he's looking for it.
I don't think this is what I'm looking for. Damn it. I'm sorry, gentlemen. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It's alright. This halfling's just trying to get 7 guys laid, you know.
Yeah.
I'm like, follow me!
Follow me!
Help the road!
Midgets for everyone.
Just for everyone. If we were in my halfling town, I'd show you guys everything. Treat you right.
They don't have anything that yeah, that's what I'm trying to look for. Sorry that this is taking a bit, but I think this will be kind of a cool. Okay, I'm gonna add this one. Here we go. Okay, so you walk through town, eyeing up all the brothels on your way. You finally find one seedy enough, and you motion to your boys. That one.
This
and over
is the
there.
place, fellas.
The men eagerly start walking with their small purses of coin towards the inn, and where there are many flamboyant women inside with exaggerated breast lines.
Oh yes, of course.
Yeah. Feathers all around their hips and stuff.
Your men immediately start passing out gold, trying to make it rain a little with gold pieces or like bronze pieces.
Yeah, we don't be spending all of our gold.
and I'll give you your men a morale bonus for the next 2 days. These 7 men. Okay. But Smoke, what do you personally do? A halfling girl steps up to you. She's quite flat-breasted, but looks at you. Wanna watch some?
I'm like,
know
yeah,
what they
baby,
say.
show me a good time.
She pulls you away to her room. That's where we cut back to Caleb. Caleb, you've
Okay.
managed to recruit 10 men. I said it was 10, yes, 10. Or it's right here, I have it in a fucking
Yeah.
dog sheet. You've managed to recruit 10 more men, and you have pointed them their way to the ship. They are headed to Adeli.
Okay.
What do? You're still in the tavern.
Tavern. I want to go to the docks and see what the docks have to offer. What is?
Okay.
Like, look at the ships. Look at what people are putting on their ships.
Okay. You go to the harbor, or to the docks. Yes, sorry, my bad. And you from the tavern you were at, you make your way through these smaller ships. These include dinghies, fishermen's boats. You hear several fishermen hawking their wares to their passers-by. One man aggressively tries to stick a fish in your face. Is saying, "Buy it now, only 1 copper piece,
Yeah.
guaranteed to make you live forever."
Okay.
As you continue walking, medium ships
Do they
flying.
have any cannons?
None of these ships have cannons. Cannons are a very recent invention, and you guys haven't seen them before. You just know kind of stories.
Oh, okay.
Boring is not necessarily the... Yeah,
Place to get.
yeah. Let's just say that they are
Okay.
quite rare and quite expensive right now.
Okay, that makes sense.
What was I saying? You see ships from the Aptilian Empire, or the Kush Empire, and the Insfeld King, the Kingdom of Insfeld, the Kingdom of Aptilia, and the Markush. Yes. So there's
And where
the
is-
Aptilia,
Oh,
the
okay.
Markush.
So these 3.
Yes. You also see some smaller ships from Subara. You do not see any ships from the smaller continent of Suriander
Okay.
here, however.
Alright, that's all I really want to know.
Okay.
Yeah, now I hop back on the ship.
You hop back on the ship. Your adventures are done. And Smoke, your men are satisfied. What do you wish to do with them?
I guess we'll head back to the ship as well. I guess, yeah. So,
Perfect.
Yeah. Talk to the captain and say, let's go on our adventure to Kush.
Perfect. Okay, so you have 10... So, you guys have to wait about 8 hours-ish for the repairs. Everyone take a full rest.
Okay.
Forgot. I should have mentioned that on the here. Your ship has been repaired to full. And the next morning, you guys head out as the tide is going out and head west for Kush.
Yeah.
And I think that's a decent time to end it for this section.
Yeah,
I know it was a bit on the shorter side today, but that's okay.
Okay. We're figuring out the characters we got on
Yeah,
that.
no, it's cool.
Yeah. So, if you guys want, we can continue this campaign at another point. This is a little bit more of a
Yeah,
themed
man.
one.
I like it.
yeah, it's fun. I mean, it's different, being on the water, dealing with a boat, pirates, situations.
Yeah. And as the week goes
all
on,
about what you're talking about.
yeah.
This is pirates. I'm like, oh yeah. I get what he's going for now.
Yeah. So
It's a
you
cool plot line.
yeah, you seriously, like, you can do whatever you want. You can be fucking pirates, you can serve an empire, you can be explorers, you can try to find treasure, whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
I'll try to improve it as the weeks go by. And I will give...
I'm gonna put my spells in the spell sheet.
Okay. And I'll give your carpenter, which is Shar, the schematics for your ship.
Cool.
And like what the effects of undamaged are, or like pristine condition, right? Undamaged, damaged, heavily damaged, or like, so it'll be 5 states, right?
Right.
Damaged, lightly damaged, damaged, heavily damaged, and unusable. Okay?
Alright.
Alright.
If your hull becomes unusable, that's when you start sinking.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. They can deal damage to your sails and your steering wheel. That's very temporary and easy to fix. And to your rudder. I'll have to think of other things that can deal damage to.
There's always a risk we could all just die. By drowning.
There's a risk that that the ship could sink, and then you guys would have to make some pretty crazy saves to get to land, sort of deal, or to find another ship, or get straight. What I'll probably do, I know what I'll do if that happens. That's a different story.
Okay.
I doubt that will. Well, I doubt that will be a bigger issue until later when you're fighting, like, sea creatures like krakens or anything like that.
Yeah.
Krakens or giant sea turtles or some shit. It says in the D&D or the monster manual that certain pirates will hire out sea giant, or like pirate fleets have hired out giant sea turtles or sea dragons or whatever.
Nice.
So that could be a fun plot line at some point. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
All sorts of crazy shit. But I want Kayla to think of it like pirates, because that's what my inspiration is on. And if you guys have never played Sid Meier's Pirates, then you should.
I recommend it.
Highly recommended. I have it on
It's
Steam.
an old game. It's pretty cool.
It's a great game.
I'll have to remember to check that out.
Yeah. So yeah,
Sounds good.
hope you guys enjoyed. What do you think?
Alright,
What do you think? What are your guys' ideas for it? Because I'm one man.
I think it's developing pretty well. Like once we got into the swing of things.
I think it's pretty cool.
Like,
The crew is a lot, though, to have a crew separate to, just dealing with us.
That's fair. Who's your quartermaster again?
Me?
yeah.
Smoke will be the quartermaster.
Yeah.
So the crew is kind of. I agree. The reason.
Like one pro for the crew and like,
Yeah, so I'm thinking of trying to.
Combat-wise, combat would go a lot faster if it was just players with the enemy.
Okay, that's fair.
That was my only reason for it, really. And someone's gonna have to do those roles and control.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna just put it up to an RNG generator sort of thing.
okay.
That'd be sick. Yeah, that'd be great.
So I can just kind of do an automatic battle thing, and then there's like turns or something. Hopefully that's something I can do, and I just throw in numbers or whatever.
I think that's what you can do, yeah.
And that way, like, there's a reason you want to be recruiting crew members, right?
Because we'll lose people and we gotta gain people. And...
Yeah. Because like in that first fight, you only lost one guy because it was a pretty easy encounter.
Right.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
We could have like allies. You know what I mean? Like, not NPC characters. I don't know, to make it more attachment. You know what I mean? Find like pirates. Single guys.
Yeah, that's kind of what I mean by like.
Like a
The
champion.
faction building stuff.
Yeah, I get what you're saying with that, and as I said, this was the first time, so a lot of things have been like fleshed out. But I was definitely thinking of having like there should have been a wanted board in that city where there's like wanted pirates,
Right.
and you could have found their names, right?
Yeah,
And you could have gone to the governor's house or whatever and been like, hey,
Dance with your daughter.
no, you don't have to do that until much later. But you could have been like, hey, is there any services we could provide to your...
That's one of the things you do in Sid Meier's. Dance with the governor's daughter, and you can end up marrying him and stuff.
This is when you're like an admiral or some shit.
Yeah, you have to actually like make the governor of that city happy.
Yeah.
That's in that game you guys were talking about?
Yeah. There's all sorts of stuff. There's going to be more stuff than just that sort of thing here.
Right.
Like, because like we actually have a pretty... I don't know, we've got D&D to work with.
It's pretty cool, yeah. I'm gonna jump into StarCraft chat.
Yeah.
StarCraft.
We'll try to simplify things, but add depth, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And whenever we can, we can continue this storyline,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I know we've got our other one to think about too, and then whatever else.
Yeah.
Why did I have to have a good idea for a fucking spin-off? God damn it. Why do I always just like... I mention the good ideas, and then make them, like, really impossible to do. Like, do that fucking evil campaign, right?
Right.
But
I
it's
mean, we could do
D&D,
that
so
too.
we can work around anything. We
Yeah.
can work around anything, really.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, I could just, like, power the ship. So we don't need a crew.
Right.